The enchanted teacher at Greenfield Academy. Who are you, really? Jonas stammered, his eyes wide. The youthful face before him flickered like rippling water. For a split second, Jonas glimpsed the wrinkled, twisted visage of an ancient wizard lurking beneath the disguise. The sun rose gently over Greenfield Academy, a prestigious school tucked in the heart of Brightvale town. Morning assembly was as noisy as ever, students lined up in neat rows, teachers scattered among them, and chatter filled the compound. At the back of the crowd, a stranger stood quietly. His suit was immaculate, his posture confident, and his sharp eyes scanned every face. Staff and students, please welcome our new teacher, Mr. Mallory, the principal announced warmly. Polite claps followed. Mr. Mallory stepped forward, smiling disarmingly. His voice was smooth, almost too smooth. Good morning, students. I hope we will learn and grow together. Some of the pupils chuckled. Others whispered among themselves, he looks too young to be a teacher. Later that morning, Mr. Mallory entered his first class. He paced gracefully, chalk gliding across the board with perfect, almost hypnotic handwriting. Every eye was fixed on him. Suddenly, he wrote a peculiar phrase, half Latin, half English. Repeat after me, he said gently. The students echoed the strange words, not understanding, yet unable to resist the urge to follow. By the end of the lesson, they clapped, smiling strangely. One boy muttered to his friend, I feel lighter, like I could read a whole book without stopping. In the staff room later, teachers praised Mallory. You've got their attention, one remarked. These kids are stubborn, but you've already charmed them. Mallory only smiled faintly. For a brief second, his eyes grew old, heavy with centuries of weariness. Then, like a shadow, the youth returned. Nobody noticed. That evening, 3 curious students, Emeka, Ngozi, and Tond, approached him shyly. Sir, Ngozi whispered, you promised to teach us more. Mr. Mallory's smile widened. Yes. Follow me. He led them into an empty classroom, locked the door, and whispered, close your eyes. Repeat after me. The children chanted slowly, voices rising together. Their breathing grew heavy, their eyes glazed over, and when they reopened, they looked empty. Good, Mallory whispered. You are mine now? That night, Emeka's mother awoke to strange noises. She found her son sitting upright in bed, whispering the exact chant from class. His eyes remained shut, his voice monotone. When she shook him, he gasped awake. Mama. I was only dreaming. Meanwhile, in his quarters, Mr. Mallory stood before a mirror. The reflection rippled, revealing his true self, an aged sorcerer known long ago as Benedict the Dark. His shadow stretched tall, beastly across the walls. Step 1 complete, he muttered. Soon, the whole school will bow. Days passed, and Greenfield Academy began to change. Mallory's students became unusually quiet, obedient, and strange. They scribbled symbols instead of notes, circles, triangles, shapes no one understood. Other teachers grew unsettled. One mathematics instructor snapped, why are you drawing nonsense instead of solving equations? The children looked up in unison. We are preparing, they said flatly. Rumors spread quickly. The headmistress, Mrs. Olamide, rushed into Jonas's office, the proprietor of Greenfield Academy. Sir, something is wrong, she said firmly. These children behave like statues. They answered Mallory in one voice. It's unnatural. Jonas frowned. Perhaps he is strict. But in his heart, doubt gnawed at him. 1 week later, the first disaster struck. During morning assembly, the choir sang under the bright sun when suddenly Emeka staggered forward, trembling violently. Blood, he screamed, pointing at Jonas. I see blood on his hands. This school is cursed. Parents gasped in horror. Teachers tried to restrain him, but Emeka fought with unnatural strength, his eyes rolling back. Panic spread. Whispers erupted. Did you hear? The boy saw blood. Is the proprietor hiding something? At the edge of the assembly ground, Mallory stood calmly, a faint smile hidden beneath his glasses. The crisis deepened. Parents threatened to withdraw their children. Teachers whispered in corners. At night, Jonas prayed restlessly, hearing strange voices near his compound fence chanting, "Lord, Lord." Finally, unable to bear it, Jonas crept into Mallory's quarters one night. Using his spare keys, he unlocked the door. At first, the room looked ordinary, books neatly arranged, shoes lined up. But a foul smell of blood and wax lingered. Inside the wardrobe lay a shrine. Candles dripping red wax. A bowl filled with coagulated blood. A notebook with every student's name, some circled, some crossed out. Pinned on the wall was a crude drawing of the school with the word "fall" scrawled across it. Suddenly, the candles blazed on their own. Shadows twisted along the walls. "You shouldn't have come here," a voice growled. Jonas turned sharply. Mallory stood there, not through the door, he had simply appeared. His youthful mask flickered, revealing the face of Benedict the Dark Wizard. "Do you not remember?" Mallory hissed. "Years ago, in your crusade, you mocked me. You said light had swallowed darkness. But darkness never dies, it waits." Jonas trembled, whispering prayers under his breath. But Mallory only laughed. "Pray harder, old man. Soon your students will bury you with their voices." At midnight, Mallory gathered his chosen students in the school hall. The doors slammed shut by themselves, windows locked tight. Candles lit in a circle. At the center, Emika stood trembling, chanting unwillingly. Mallory's voice grew deep and ancient. "Tonight, you are mine. With your voices, Greenfield Academy will crumble. The world will believe your proprietor is a murderer. This school shall fall." The children's eyes glowed faintly. Blood trickled from their noses, dripping into a circle of power. Meanwhile, in his office, Jonas collapsed on his knees, praying fervently. "Lord, deliver this school. Break every chain." Suddenly, the ground shook. The ancient school bell tolled loudly on its own, echoing through the night. Students froze. The disguise on Mallory's face cracked, half young, half ancient monster. The children gasped in horror. "It's not him, it's a wizard," Ngozi screamed. At that moment, Jonas burst into the hall, drenched in sweat, eyes blazing with divine strength. "Benedict, your works are finished. This is God's school. You have no place here." The candles exploded, fire shooting upward. Mallory screamed, his body twisting violently. Smoke poured from his mouth. "You cannot stop me," he bellowed. "This is only the beginning." Jonas knelt at the center, crying aloud. "Father, let your light consume this darkness." A deafening clap like thunder filled the hall. Mallory's shrine ignited in flames, the notebook of names turning to ash. His shadow tore apart like rags in the wind before vanishing in a cloud of black smoke. "I will return," his voice echoed as silence fell. The children collapsed, freed from his spell. Teachers rushed in, weeping and praying. Emika crawled to Jonas, sobbing. "Sir, thank you. I was lost." Jonas embraced him. "No, son. It was God who delivered you." By morning, the entire town buzzed with the news a wizard had been unmasked at Greenfield Academy. Parents wept with relief to see their children safe and restored. Jonas addressed them, weary but smiling. "The enemy tried to destroy us with lies, but light has conquered darkness. Greenfield Academy stands, not by human strength, but by the mercy of God." Moral lesson. This story reminds us: evil often hides behind smiling faces and smooth words. Not every gift or talent comes from a good source. Only divine wisdom can reveal the secrets people hide. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more African stories. See you in my next story. Thank you.